In this video, we explore 20 actors facing serious charges, from sexual harassment and tax evasion to child pornography and even murder. Watch to learn more about these arrests. You may recognize some familiar faces from your childhood. Leave us your #1 comment and get started now. Shannon Richardson was once a promising actress, but in May 2013, her career came crashing down after a major incident. She was known for her roles in many popular TV shows, especially the hit series The Walking Dead. However, Richardson's life took a dark turn when she accused her husband, Nathan Richardson, of sending threatening letters to many famous people, including President Barack Obama. Although Nathan denied all the accusations and claimed that he was being framed, the investigation showed that Shannon was the one behind the plot. On June 7, 2013, she was arrested for sending threatening letters to President Obama and admitted her guilt. On November 22nd of the same year, Richardson entered into a plea agreement and was sentenced to 18 years in prison. In addition to the criminal proceedings, she filed a civil rights lawsuit while in custody, but the lawsuit was dismissed in March 2015. Richardson is currently serving her sentence at a federal prison in Fort Worth, Texas, with a scheduled release date of November 18, 2028. Another shocking case is that of Ryan Grantham, a young actor best known for his role in Riverdale. In 2020, at the age of 24, Grantham was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his mother, an act that shocked the community. The British Columbia Supreme Court in Vancouver heard his case and sentenced Grantham to 14 years in prison without the possibility of parole. However, his crimes did not stop there. Grantham planned to carry out an attack on Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau using various weapons and Molotov cocktails. But before this horrific plan could come to fruition, Grantham decided to turn himself in. In her emotional sentencing, Justice Kathleen Keir described his decision to turn himself in as a saving act that prevented a major tragedy. She highlighted the profound impact the crime had on Grantham's family. Although psychological assessments showed that Grantham suffered from depression before the crime, the judge considered this a mitigating factor. Grantham has taken full responsibility for his actions and was sentenced accordingly. This case is a sobering reminder that even when faced with mental health issues, individuals are still responsible for their actions. Zach Avery, a former actor and producer, entered the financial crime scene when he pleaded guilty to securities fraud in 2021. He was convicted of masterminding a massive Ponzi scheme that defrauded more than 250 investors out of $690 million, with an estimated total loss of $227 million. Avery's scheme was so sophisticated that he lured investors with promises that their money would be used to purchase film rights for distribution on major platforms like HBO and Netflix. However, the investigation found that instead of fulfilling his commitments, Avery diverted the money to pay previous investors and spent it on personal expenses. On April 6, 2021, he was arrested on wire fraud charges, and on October 4th of the same year, he pleaded guilty. On February 14, 2022, Avery was sentenced to 20 years in prison and ordered to pay $230 million in restitution to his victims, many of whom were close to him and suffered severe financial losses. Prosecutors condemned Avery's actions, highlighting the profound breach of trust he caused those who trusted him. Avery's downfall is a reminder of the dire consequences of financial crime and the importance of being vigilant against fraudulent behavior. Michael Jace, an actor best known for his role in the series The Shield, experienced a serious change in his life when he was charged with the murder of his wife in April 2014. The incident occurred on May 20th when Jace's wife, April, was found dead from a gunshot wound. Jace called the police and confessed to the crime. After his arrest, the details of the case gradually became public, and on June 10, 2016, he was sentenced to life in prison. Jace's actions shocked not only the community, but also his fans and colleagues. Michael Jace's story is a sobering reminder of the impact of domestic violence and the importance of supporting victims, while also highlighting the efforts of the legal system to ensure justice. William Hayden, star of the Discovery Channel reality show Sons of Guns, was once a talented gunsmith who was loved by viewers for his expertise and strong personality. However, in 2014, Hayden's career came crashing down when he was arrested on serious sex crime charges. These charges not only ruined Hayden's reputation, but also ended his television career. By 2017, Hayden was sentenced to 3 life terms plus 40 years in prison without the possibility of parole. Hayden's story is a stark warning about the serious consequences of personal actions on careers and reputations. Allison Mack, best known for her role on Smallville, was at the center of a high-profile case in 2018 when she was arrested for sex trafficking and conspiracy in the NXIVM organization. The organization was described as a secret network that engaged in horrifying acts. The police investigation uncovered Mack's role in recruiting women into the organization, which was led by Keith Raniere, who was accused of sex trafficking and forced labor. Although she was released on bail, Mack faced serious legal consequences. In 2021, she was sentenced to 3 years in prison, 3 years of probation, 1,000 hours of community service, and a $20,000 fine. After serving 21 months, she was released in July 2023. Mack's fall from TV star to convicted felon is a stark warning about the dangers of power and abuse in a world full of temptations. Her story is a valuable lesson in being wary of the allure of power and the potential for exploitation. Drew Drexel, an athlete famous for his impressive victory in the 11th season of the reality TV show American Ninja Warrior, has conquered the audience with his excellent performances on the track. He quickly became an icon in the community who loves the show thanks to his perseverance and determination in his training journey. Drew not only demonstrated his physical strength, but also inspired many people to pursue their passion for sports and health. However, his reputation was overshadowed when he faced serious allegations related to illegal behavior. This incident shocked the community, raising many questions about the responsibility of celebrities. Drew Drexel is a clear example of how careers and reputations can change dramatically, from being an admired idol to facing serious allegations. His story is a reminder of the pressures and challenges that celebrities have to face in life. A promising career in the film industry. However, his name was severely affected by allegations of sexual crimes. Before becoming the focus of the media, Walker was considered a rising star with many impressive roles. However, his career path was ended when allegations of sexual assault and rape emerged. The investigation found that Walker used social media platforms to lure women and engage in inappropriate behavior. After being convicted and receiving a harsh sentence, Walker's story became a clear warning about the importance of protecting victims of sex crimes and the responsibility of society to hold offenders accountable. His story attracted widespread attention and caused much debate in the community. Joe Exotic, also known as the Tiger King, became an international celebrity for running the Wynwood Exotic Park in Oklahoma from 1999 to 2018. He gained attention for his care of rare tigers, but his career took a major turn in September 2018 when he was arrested for allegedly hiring a hitman to murder Carol Baskin, an animal rights activist and longtime rival. The confrontation between Joe Exotic and Baskin was tense, with Baskin accusing him of animal cruelty. The incident led to a major investigation, and Joe Exotic was eventually convicted of 2 counts of murder for hire and 17 federal counts of animal cruelty, including the killing of 5 tigers. Meanwhile, Carol Baskin was also not spared from legal troubles, and she was sentenced to 22 years in prison, which was later reduced to 21 years in January 2022. The dramatic case between Joe Exotic and Baskin captured public attention, highlighting the dark side of the wildlife care industry and the serious consequences of personal feuds. Their story is a profound lesson in the impact of hatred and cruelty to animals. Skylar Dean, a name that once resonated in the Power Rangers universe, had a tragic journey when her life changed completely with her involvement in serious crime. In April 2009, Dean and her accomplice Jennifer Henderson were convicted of the murder of Thomas and Jackie Hawks, a couple from Prescott, Arizona. The couple disappeared after meeting DeLeon and Henderson, and their bodies were never found. After an accomplice confessed to the police, DeLeon was arrested and went through a lengthy trial, where she was sentenced to death. However, due to a moratorium on the death penalty in California, the sentence was not carried out. DeLeon's life then took a turn when she underwent gender reassignment surgery and began hormone therapy, becoming Skylar Preciosa. Her story is not only a personal journey of rebirth, but also carries a powerful message about the possibility of change and recovery, even in the midst of extreme hardship. In another development, Zara Fithian and Victor Mark, a couple from Nottingham, UK, have been convicted of child abuse. They were charged with abusing a victim aged between 13 and 15, and the investigation, based on the victim's testimony, has uncovered numerous atrocities committed by the couple, causing severe pain and suffering to the victims. Their case highlights the importance of protecting vulnerable people and strongly condemns abuse, giving survivors hope for justice and safety. Amy Locane, an actress best known for her roles in the John Waters comedy Cry Baby and the series Melrose Place, took a tragic turn on June 27, 2010. In a car accident in Montgomery, New Jersey, Locane was driving at a high rate of speed and crashed into Fred Seaman's car, resulting in the tragic death of his wife, Helene Seaman. Tests showed that Locane's blood alcohol level was nearly 3 times the legal limit. She was convicted of manslaughter and vehicular assault and was initially sentenced to 3 years in prison. However, after several rulings and reviews, her sentence was increased to 8 years in September 2020. Locane is currently serving her sentence at a women's correctional facility and is expected to serve more than 6 years before she can be considered for parole. Locane's case has attracted considerable attention, becoming a focal point for debate about the legal system and traffic safety issues, and serving as a reminder of the serious consequences of drunk driving. Jared Fogle, known as the Subway Man, had a successful career in advertising and media. However, his life changed forever in August 2015 when he was arrested on child molestation charges. Fogle pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 15 years and 8 months in prison. The investigation found that he had committed multiple serious crimes, and after his conviction, he was sentenced to life in a federal prison, where he was forced to face the consequences of his actions. The incident not only shook Fogle's personal life, but also shocked the community and his fans, marking the tragic downfall of his career. Fogle's story is a clear example of the serious consequences of bad choices and emphasizes the importance of ethics and responsibility in life. Harvey Weinstein, who co-founded Miramax with his brother Bob Weinstein in 1979, had a stellar career in the film industry, producing critically acclaimed films. However, his career and reputation came crashing down in October 2017 when a series of women came forward to accuse him of sexual misconduct, shocking the world. As a result, Weinstein was fired from his company and expelled from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. In May 2018, he was arrested and faced rape charges in New York. In February 2020, Weinstein was convicted of rape and sexual assault and sentenced to 23 years in prison. He was then extradited to Los Angeles in July 2021 to face additional charges and sentenced to an additional 16 years in prison. The Weinstein case not only marked the downfall of a powerful figure in the film industry, but also became a milestone in the fight against sexual abuse and harassment, opening up important conversations about safety and respect in the workplace. Todd and Julie Chrisley, best known for their reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, have captivated audiences with their candid look at their everyday lives. However, the couple's successful careers have been overshadowed by serious allegations of tax fraud and financial misconduct. The two were charged in August 2019 and are scheduled to appear in court in June 2022. Todd was sentenced to 12 years in prison at FPC Pensacola, while Julie was sentenced to 7 years in prison at FMC Lexington, Kentucky. In 2023, the court reduced the sentences, with Todd scheduled to be released in 2033 and Julie in 2028. Against this backdrop, a mysterious image of a woman circulating on social media has piqued public curiosity and sparked many theories, ranging from her involvement in criminal cases to just being an ordinary individual. The mystery surrounding this image, coupled with the Chrisley family's troubles, has captured public attention and created a mysterious story. Jo Sun, a Korean-American who has made a name for himself in the fields of mixed martial arts, boxing, professional wrestling, and acting, is most notable for his role in the 1997 film Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. However, public attention was drawn to his criminal past when in 2011, Sun was sentenced to life in prison in California for his role in a gang rape and torture that occurred in 1990. He was also sentenced to an additional 27 years in prison for the murder of fellow inmate Michael Thomas Graham. Worse still, his son is currently serving a 34-year sentence for various crimes. During the trial, the rape, torture, and murder charges made clear the severe physical and psychological effects that Sun and his co-defendants had on their victims. Jo Sun's story not only reflects the brutality of his actions, but also highlights the far-reaching impact of the crimes he participated in, affecting generations to come. Jen Shaw, a celebrity and former cast member of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, has found herself in legal trouble after being indicted and convicted of felony charges. She has gained not only attention for her television appearances, but also for her shady methods of amassing wealth. Shaw and her assistant, Stuart Smith, ran a telemarketing business that sold bogus products and services, causing serious harm to many customers. The fraud caught the attention of the FBI and led to their arrest in 2021. Although Shaw initially maintained her innocence, she and Smith later reached a plea agreement with the U.S. government. In 2022, Shaw pleaded guilty to wire fraud and was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. The sentence not only marked the end of her career chapter, but also tarnished her reputation in the entertainment industry. Jen Shaw's story is a stark reminder of the serious consequences of cheating, both in personal and professional life. Josh Duggar, the popular TV host of TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, was once a familiar face to audiences as the show chronicled the lives of the large Duggar family with 19 children and the family and religious values they pursued. Born in 1987, Josh was one of the eldest children and quickly rose to fame. However, his career was severely damaged by legal charges. In April 2021, Josh was accused of being involved in the possession of child pornography. Although he denied the charges, Josh was eventually convicted and sentenced to prison. The case sparked a wave of strong criticism in the community, prompting discussions about responsibility and ethics in the reality entertainment industry. Josh Duggar's case not only affected him personally, but also severely damaged the reputation of the Duggar family and the show they participated in. Stony Westmorland, an actor who rose to fame for his role on the teen drama Andy Mack, had a promising career. However, in December 2018, his career suffered a major blow when he was arrested in Salt Lake City, Utah, on felony charges of inappropriate behavior with a minor. Westmorland was found to have attempted to entice a minor, leading to him facing serious charges. Although his attorney argued that Westmorland thought he was communicating with an adult, this did not lessen the severity of the case. After signing a plea agreement, Westmorland agreed to abide by strict conditions, including participating in random testing and being prohibited from having contact with anyone under the age of 18 without adult supervision. The incident not only severely damaged Westmorland's reputation, but also led to his immediate dismissal from artistic projects. Once a promising actor, Westmorland now faces serious consequences, forcing him to reflect on his career path and life decisions. Stony Westmorland's story is a reminder of the importance of ethics and responsibility, both in art and in personal life. The lives and testimony of victims revealed that Danny Masterson was allegedly drugged before committing sexual assaults, leading to a serious investigation and legal action against him. The fallout from these allegations led to his dismissal from Netflix and talent agency United, sparking much debate about safety and accountability in the entertainment industry. Despite receiving support from the Church of Scientology, which intervened to protect its members from legal trouble, Masterson faced a difficult legal journey. In 2022, when he went to trial, the jury failed to reach a final verdict. However, Masterson's situation continued to worsen when his retrial in May 2023 ended in a guilty verdict. Judge Jessica Barr denied his attorney's request for a new trial. Danny Masterson's case has not only left a lasting mark on the entertainment industry, but has also sparked important discussions about accountability and justice, and raised questions about ethical standards and victim protection in a high-risk industry. His story is also a reminder of the commitment needed to ensure safety and fairness for all in society.